Oi! Where's the fire, mate?
Hang on to him. He's pinched a bottle of whiskey.
Rightio, tomorrow, this barbecue. Who's definite and who isn't? This is your last chance before I order in the What's this?
Ask Wayne.
Patterson?
Shoplifting, boss.
You know who that is, don't you?
Gerald Grant's kid. He's definitely guilty. I caught him in the act.
It smells like he isn't the only one. You've been celebrating the festive season early, have you?
Yo, you beauty, the party shirt. Check out that, will you?
Yes, and I know someone who's going to love it.
Patterson?
Whiskey, boss.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, it's what he pinched. It spilled all over me when I caught him.
That's his story and he's sticking to it.
These could do with an overhaul. She's seen better days for one. Bit like me.
Told you before, I like older women.
Oh, thanks a lot.
You said it, not me. You shouldn't fish for compliments, even if it is Christmas. By the way, the boss is asking about that barbecue tomorrow. Are we going to go?
Well, you've got no choice, but I might have to give it a miss. I've got that CWA Christmas party to organise. Besides which, I wouldn't want to cramp your style, young bloke like you.
Adam, there's a bloke in the bar looking for you.
For me?
How's it going, Ad? Still playing cops and robbers, I see?
Sam, what are you doing here?
I'll come to wish you compliments of the season. What did you think?
My brother.
I gathered that. Chris Riley, I run the place.
Pleased to meet you, Chris. Hope you're keeping this young bludger in line. He needs it.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing my best.
All right, are you bringing anyone?
Like who?
How would I know? I would have thought a popular bloke like you would have been spoilt for choice.
No, I'm just going to freelance.
Well, you and Maggie both, eh?
Well, what about you? Alone or accompanied?
Now, I don't know yet, actually.
I wish you blokes would try and be a bit more definite. I'm trying to get a handle on numbers.
Well, if he's going to be wearing this shirt, there's a definite pair there, I think.
It's something, I suppose. I don't know why I bother with this every year.
Oh, so I can feel like one big happy family.
No answer at Grant's office, boss. Just the answering machine.
What about home?
Same.
Dad's away in Melbourne. Law conference.
You could have told us that before, Mel.
You didn't ask.
Oh, you know how it is with me and Cheryl, mate. Up and down like a yo-yo. Things get on top of her. Oh, not that I blame her. Me and the boys, quite a handful. Anyway, I thought I'd get away for a few days and give us both a whack. You know, catch up with you while I was at it. That's okay, isn't it?
Sure. Especially while you're on that stuff.
Oh, cutting down, mate. Past 30 and the hangovers start running into each other. Oh, nice place you got here by the look of things.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Oh, what do they say? The working man's dream? Widow who runs a pub? Or is there a Mr. Riley?
There was. I think he shot through a few years ago.
Yeah, well, fool him. Any chance of me getting a room here, you reckon?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Chris, can you fix Sam up with a room?
Depends if he's clean, sober and reliable.
For you, missus, I'll make the effort. And if you need references, you can always contact the local cop shop. I've got influence there, you see.
Why does Christmas turn every driver into testosterone on wheels?
Yeah, that's only the women.
Oh, ha-ha.
It's a seasonal hazard, I think.
Yeah, it's like the boss's annual Barbie. Kids running riot.
Hey, isn't that a...
Yes, that's the offspring of our local legal.
He's in Melbourne somewhere. The boss is still trying to track him down.
Clancy, what do you got there, mate?
Snagged and chopped and duff. Fatad and croyd, and I'm going to out-cook them.
Good on you, mate, but you're not going to be cooking them here, are you? Now, shouldn't you take them over to his fridge or something?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I better go then.
Oi, you going to save a nice juicy one for me?
Yeah, I'll keep one specially.
Good man.
Shouldn't you make that two?
What?
2 steaks.
Haven't you got some work you should be doing, mate?
Excuse me, I'm looking for my idiot brother who has been making a fool of himself as usual. I'm Jonathan Grant. Can I speak to whoever's in charge, please?
Look, I tell you what, Sergeant. I'll pay for the whiskey, OK?
No, it's not okay. You're underage and can't purchase alcohol. Now, your brother has committed an offence and your father is going to hear about it when I can get hold of him.
He won't be back till late tomorrow, I'm afraid. Look, Sergeant, does he really have to know about this? I mean, I'm supposed to be looking after the little dork, and if Dad finds out, he'll be furious. Mel's only fooling around. If he really wanted a drink, there's enough back at the house to drown in.
And he's allowed to help himself, is he?
Wouldn't know. I'm away most of the year.
All right. We'll wait and see whether the bottle shop owner intends to prefer charges. Either way, your father's going to hear about this. Now, you take your little brother home and make sure you keep a proper eye on him this time.
Will do, Sheriff. We'll see you don't leave town. Merry Christmas, guys. Very festive.
Arrogant little bugger.
Careful, your prejudice is showing.
They think they can get away with anything. Shoplifting's theft, whether it's a street kid or a lawyer's son.
No argument from me there. But the Grant boys have had as rough a trot as any. Even when she was around, their mother didn't have much time for him. Jonathan was in boarding school at 11. That's where Malcolm will be next year.
If he's not in reform school first.
Oh, either way, it won't be much of a Christmas for him, if it ever was.
Always gets sentimental this time of the year. Regular Santa Claus is.
I heard that. And right now, Santa would like some answers. Now, this barbecue, any late cancellations or additions?
No.
Good.
Do you mind if I bring my brother, boss?
Which one's that, mate? Is that Happy, Doc, or Grumpy?
No worries. What's he doing up here?
Just visiting.
Oh, well, any other visiting relatives or what have you? Hey, stop spoiling him, please. It's all right, Clancy. You're doing a really good job. Don't let it get too hot. Okay. You behave yourself, please. I'm just going to go get some bread.
Hey, baby of the family, you see. Had it easy. Spoiled stupid by mum and the girls.
Yeah,
right, mate?
Yeah.
When he got too smart, though, I'd kick his backside for him.
I'll have to remember that.
So, Gina, you're a paramedic?
Ambulance officer.
Right, so if we overdo the grog, we know who to come and get our stomachs pumped.
Don't count on it, I'm off duty. Do you want another glass of wine? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'll come with you.
Thought you were on the OJ, mate.
Cutting back, mate, not cutting out. Anyhow, having a few beers at the barbie, it's tradition.
Very nice.
Oh, we're just good friends.
No, I'm talking about the shirt.
Oh, Bob, mate, I think you might have saved the day. I think we're going to need all of those. Have you finished your shift, or can you stay and have one?
No, I've done my shift.
Oh, good. Help yourself then. Very nice.
Yeah, Clarence, which one's mine?
Anyone you like. Except I've got a David Juicy one for Senior Nick.
David Juicy one for me as well, mate. And medium rare, you know. Touch of blood, don't overdo it.
I can't. I did a David for Senior Nick.
Oh, you can do another one, can't you? This Nick bloke doesn't want all of them, does he?
No, I promised him that I'd David
It's
one.
okay, mate. There's plenty for everyone.
Yeah, there's plenty for everyone. Country hospitality, eh? Get you another beer?
Nah, fine, thanks.
I'm glad you finally made it.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Sasha. How are you? Happy Christmas.
Thank you, Tom.
Well, come on in. Grog's over here. The meat will be ready shortly. Oh, and I'll have your car keys in here, thanks.
Car key.
Thank you. Nobody's driving home from this barbecue. Got a reputation to think of, and you can take that any way you like.
So do you come here often?
I won't be in the future if you keep treading on my toes. Oh.
Come on, more! We need some more. You're the king of the pops. You do it.
No, wait a minute. I've got an announcement to make.
You're legless.
Not the only one.
Now, it's an important announcement. It's about me and Sasha.
No, Nick, please
No, it's
don't.
not. It's now's as good a time as any. It'll put an end to all those questions. We're getting engaged. Me and Sasha.
Well, congratulations. It's terrific.
Hey, Sash. Sasha.
Yes, mate.
Sash.
Why don't you try asking her next time?
She's taking my car.
Yeah, well, you're too drunk to drive it. Come and sit here.
She's taking my car.
Come and sit.
No, that's more like it.
Leave it. I suppose I ought to make a start. Now you know I have these things a week before Christmas. It takes about that long to clean up the mess.
Oh, boss, you go to bed. We'll do this.
You sure?
Yeah, go on. Done your shit.
Well, I'm too tired to argue. Come on, mate. Let's leave them to it. Come on. Here. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. See ya.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
You do the bottles and I'll make a start on the other stuff.
All right.
See ya!
Who's that? Who is that?
Well, Nick was full of surprises this afternoon, wasn't he?
Uh-huh. Full of beer, but I like it.
You don't approve?
None of my business.
What are you going against Sasha?
Nothing.
You just don't think that she's right for Nick?
Come on, Mags, it's the old story. Grieving widow, wins the sympathetic copper. He gets serious, she gets over it, you know. Not the basis for a lasting relationship, is it?
You're not much of a romantic, though, are you?
I don't want him to get hurt. That's all right. Look up. Walk you home?
Yeah. Whatever.
Well, I give the marriage 6 months at the
Oh,
most.
get over it.
Oh, all right, maybe 12, maybe 12. We'll see.
Do you know what your problem is,
Me,
Detective?
excuse me, Constable Doyle, I don't have a problem.
Oh, yes, you do. What was that?
What?
I heard something. Listen. It's over there. Gina?
The rape squad?
Yeah, they've been informed. They're happy for us to continue the investigation. Just keep them posted, that's all.
Right. Yo, Maggie, how is she?
Still under sedation. She got beaten up pretty badly.
I don't suppose she knows who it was.
It's unlikely. It looks like he knocked her out first. You got anything back from forensic yet?
I will get the swab results later today.
Have you been at the hospital all night?
Most of it. And by the way, there's a large chunk of hair missing from the back of Gina's head.
The rapist did that.
It didn't happen at the hairdresser. Where is everyone?
Outdoor knocking.
All right, well, I'm going to go give them a hand, okay?
No, you won't. You will go home and get some sleep.
I'm fine.
That's a matter of opinion.
Boss, I really want to stay.
All right, Doyle. This is a CIB matter.
Thanks.
Okay, so what now?
Bring in more troops from St David's. Get our blokes back in and have a chat. I mean, we were all there, weren't we?
I left about 9, just after Nick.
With, what's her name, Jane?
No such luck. She'd shot through. She'd had enough of that brother of Adam's. A few drinks, that bloke thinks he's God's gift to anyone.
Did you notice when Gina left?
Oh, yeah, about the same time as Adam, didn't she?
You mean she left with Adam?
Well, I presume so.
Well, wasn't Adam hanging around fairly late talking to the boss's neighbour and the Browns?
Yeah, well, there you go. I must have got it wrong.
Right. Thanks, mate. Yeah, stick it in your statement, please.
I've got to make a statement.
Yeah.
I'll go do it now.
What's up?
Adam. When he was talking to the Browns, he looked pretty messed up. He had a couple of buttons missing from his shirt.
Now, about last night, mate, you hung around till almost the end, didn't you?
Yeah.
What about Gina?
What about her?
Do you remember what time she left?
No.
Yeah, spent quite a bit of time with her, though, didn't you?
How do you mean?
Well, you were dancing, looked like you were having a good time.
Yeah, well, so is everyone else.
Adam, all I'm trying to do here is get a clear picture of what happened when and who was where, that's all.
Well, you know where I was, PJ.
Not all the time, we don't, Adam.
Oh, well, what's that supposed to mean?
Somebody said that you left a party with Gina.
Who said?
It doesn't matter who. Did you leave the party with Gina and then come back later? Come on, mate. It's a simple question. You mind answering it?
Look, I didn't rape her.
No one said you did. Just tell us what happened.
I can't.
You can't. Adam, you realise that if you don't answer my questions, I'm going to draw certain conclusions. You do realise that, don't you?
Look, Cooper, if you've got nothing to hide, why can't you tell PJ what happened?
I didn't rape Gina.
Then what did happen? Something happened, didn't it? Did you have an argument with her? You think it might make things look bad for you?
I didn't rape her.
And that's all you're going to say? Don't push me into a corner, Cooper, for your own sake. All right, Constable, you can get back to work. Station only. What a bloody mess. Look, boss, I really don't think you did it. You think I do? Well, something's going on, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's covering for someone.
Oh, don't tell me I know. I threw up in the sergeant's flower bed and set fire to his dog, right? I go quietly, officer, so long as I can get a heart starter first. Some night, huh?
You could say that. So you don't know why I'm here, then?
No.
Right. I think we should do this privately down the station, Mr. Cooper.
Sure.
Hello, Tom. Warm, isn't it?
I've known it cooler. Can I help you?
Well, I hear you've got a bit of a problem on your hands.
I think we can handle it.
I'm sure you can, but in this particular circumstance, I think it'd be a good idea if I was here to keep an eye on things. Don't you?
Meaning what?
Well, meaning it's not very good publicity when girls get raped after...
Listen, Gina is a close personal friend of the most of the
attending
people...
a police function where too much alcohol is being consumed.
It was a once-a-year bash. True, people did have too much to drink,
Just
but they were
making
off
a point,
duty.
Tom, that's all.
No one is sorrier about what happened to Gina than I am. But I'm certain none of my people were involved.
I'm glad to hear it. I take it they've all made statements.
Yes.
And they're all accounted for.
Sure, I was trying to chat her up. I don't deny it. So are most of the other guys. Don't tell me you didn't fancy it yourself. Look, all I'm saying, it doesn't mean I bashed her and dragged her into the park. You know, I'm not that desperate. Know what I mean?
No, I don't.
When did you last see Gina?
We left together.
You left together?
That's right. Me, her, and that guy from the pub.
Bob?
Yeah, that's him.
Then what happened?
Now, hold your horses. I said we left together, nothing else. Then we split up.
When and where?
No, I don't know. Not long after.
Near the park?
Yeah, could have been. We went one way, and she went the other. Ships that passed in the night, you know.
You mean she went off on her own and you and Bob stayed together?
That's it, mate. Staggered off on our own. Him supporting me. Or, me, him. I can't remember, you know, we're both pretty out of it.
And Bob can vouch for you, can he?
We can vouch for each other, mate. If that's what you want.
It's quite simple, Constable. It's in your best interest that this matter's clarified. And until that time, you'll be stood down from operational duty or suspended with pay.
I've already told you, I didn't assault her and I didn't rape her.
And that's all you're prepared to say?
Yes.
All right, Constable. Are you willing to give a sample of your blood for a DNA test?
Why?
Oh, come on, Cooper, you know why. If you refuse, we can get a court order.
Yes, I know.
Well?
Well, I suppose I haven't got any choice, have I?
I'll take it that's a yes.
Got to get a ride back to the pub?
No, the walk will do you good.
Carefully there, mate. They'll have you locked up before you know it.
It's all right, Clancy. He's only joking. I just want to ask you some questions, OK? Come on through.
Nick, can you give Bob Morrow a call, please, mate? He's probably at home.
Yeah, mate, rightio. How'd you go with Big Brother Sam? Any luck?
Oh, well, no, we talked to Bob. Clance, where'd you go after you left Sergeant Croydon's Barbie, mate?
I went straight home, Mr. Hashem. Things can happen to you if you hang around in the dark. Like what happened to that girl?
Do you mean Gina?
Yeah, that girl that was doing all the dancing. She was a real good dancer, Mr. Westcott.
I'm sure she was, Clancy.
So you know what happened to Gina then, Clancy?
she got hurt.
Do you know what else?
Bad thing. You know, 'cause she hung around in the dark. I don't hang around. I always go straight home, don't I, Mr. Westcott?
As far as I know, Clancy, yes.
I do, on it.
So, Clancy, you didn't see Gina after you left the barbie?
No. No, I didn't.
You sure, mate? Now, if you did, you'd tell us, wouldn't you?
Sergeant Croydon in there?
Hey?
I'm here to take a blood test.
Oh, yeah, go straight on in. Dr. Hamilton, he will anyway.
Why don't you send us some flowers? That'll do the trick. And chocolates.
Why don't you mind your own business?
I didn't mean to look. I was going straight home with a shortcut through the park. I go that way sometimes. Not to look at people. I don't do that. Except you can't help it sometimes. You just sort of see them.
We'll see who, Clance?
Sweethearts. You know, like these two. They didn't see me, but I saw them.
Do you know who they were?
It was her from the party. The one that was dancing.
And Clancy, who was the man?
Couldn't see him. Only his back, and it was dark. He was giving her a haircut.
A haircut?
Yeah, except I don't think it was a very good one. Because you're supposed to use scissors, aren't you? And he was just using a knife.
This is pointless.
Not if it tells us whether you're lying or not.
Well, it won't.
It may not be 100%, but when it's compared with the swabs taken from the victim...
It won't because I used a condom.
You used a condom? Are you saying...
Yes, I had sex with Gina. We had sex with each other. But it wasn't in the park and it wasn't rape. It was in the laundry at the back of your house at the party. And she was as willing as I was.
He and Gina did have sex at the barbecue, but there was no coercion.
Why didn't he tell us this before?
Don't ask me. Well, I don't know, maybe he thought, I don't know, he was protecting her honour or something.
Oh, yeah, more likely to keep it from Chris.
Would you mind if we moved on from the station's personal relationships, fascinating as they are, got back to the business in hand? Now, you're certain Clancy saw the rape?
Yeah.
But he can't identify the attacker?
Well, he might, given time, but there's no point in hassling him. He's gone home, he's going to have a bit of a think about it.
Right. OK, Constable, what I think you should do is go to the hospital and see if your friend Gina confirms Constable Cooper's story.
Oh, look, she was hardly in a fit state to say anything last
She
time
might have improved since then.
I wasn't aware that you were taking over this investigation.
Neither was I.
Just in a supervisory role, Tom, nothing else.
Listen, why don't you just front up at a doorstep? She'd have to talk to you then.
Says who?
It's obvious.
You reckon?
Mount Thomas Police, Constable Patterson speaking. I see, and you're holding him there, are you? Righto, we'll send someone straight over. Fine. Got a shoplifter kid in an R-rated video.
No, I'll come with you, mate. Give your hand.
I think I can handle one kid.
Well, you never know. He might be armed.
Oh, all right.
I'll see you in the car.
No.
Come in.
I'm on my way out, but I thought you might like to know I spoke to Bob Morrow.
And he confirmed Sam's alibi?
Well, not quite. He saw them walk as far as Johnson Street together, and then Sam went off on his own.
Tell me. So it looks like Sam Cooper's still on our list then.
I didn't see him, Maggie. He hit me from behind. I started to struggle, but he had a knife.
A knife?
Against my throat. I thought he'd use it.
He did.
Oh, great. God, I must look a real mess. But at the time, I thought he was gonna... Oh, you know. Then he hit me. I passed out. And the next thing I remember is you and PJ. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
There is something else I'd say about the barbecue earlier.
What?
It's about you and Adam.
What about him?
He said, that you and he,
That we had sex.
Yeah, did you?
Yes, we did.
By mutual consent?
Oh, I think you could call it that, yeah.
He said that he used a condom.
Yes. Is that all you need to know?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, looks like you're in the clear. I hope that makes you feel better.
Confirmed?
Yes.
Let's see.
Have you heard from Bob? Has he backed up Sam's story?
Not exactly. We're going to have to bring Mr. Cooper in again. Got a bit of explaining to do.
You again. Bit young for all of this, aren't you?
Your phone's on the blink. Fresh? That's for you. So's it's chocolate. I'm sorry about yesterday. Do you reckon I could come in and we could have a chat about it?
Well, there's no point, Nick.
Come on.
It won't do any good.
Come on. Please? Well, shut up and drive.
Oh, what's going on here? What do you mates think they're doing, little brother?
Mr. Cooper, why don't you just do as Senior Detective Hashem asks and go into the interview room?
Oh, do I have a choice? Oh, got you back as well, have they, mate? Watch out for the battens.
All right, that is enough.
Yeah, just giving him some advice. You better get yourself a good lawyer, son.
I haven't done nothing.
It's all right, Clancy.
Yeah, well, it won't make any difference once they get you into the cells. Right where it hurts.
I didn't hit anybody. It was you. It was him, Mr. Hashem. I remember now, in the park, he was the man with Gina.
You sure it was him, Clancy? Are you sure he was the man you saw giving Gina a haircut?
Yeah.
It's important that you're absolutely certain, Clancy.
How important?
Very important.
It was him. I don't like him. He's nasty. Mr. Hashem doesn't like him neither.
Maybe. But you mustn't say it was him if it wasn't. Just because you don't like him.
It was him. I know it was.
Yeah, well, if you ask me, it was her own fault.
Excuse me?
Oh, come on, look at all the guys that were buzzing around her. Right? I mean, even little Adam. I saw him in the laundry out the back. They were having a good pash. I mean, that's what happens at parties, doesn't it? It doesn't mean it goes any further. Oh, you don't mean he did? Adam and her? The randy little bugger.
Do you have any objection to us searching your hotel room?
You mean he actually did it with her? In the laundry? Come on, I'm entitled to know.
I'm not entitled to know, Mr. Cooper. Now answer Senior Detective Hashem's question.
You want to search my room? Well, I do object as a matter of fact. But it's not going to stop you, is it?
Well, we'll get a warrant if you like.
Yeah, I bet you can.
Oh, no, you're joking.
What do you want him?
My office. Another Christmas present I could do without.
Come on.
Mr. Cooper has agreed to let us search his room.
Under protest.
What for? You can't really suspect Sam.
Butt out, Adam.
PJ, you're making a mistake. I know you are.
Stand aside, please.
I'd have thought you've caused enough trouble as it is, Constable. Now step aside.
Check to see if he's got any priors, eh?
No problem.
I'm going back to St. David's, Tom.
So soon?
I want to be kept up to date with all developments as they happen. Understood?
Of course.
Just for the record, I put my money on Sam Cooper.
Noted. Him?
Him I'll think about. See you.
Boss,
Don't say it,
you got it all wrong. I know Sam's a loudmouth and he drinks...
Constable, shut up. My advice to you is to keep your head down. You might just about keep your job in this place. Why don't you go out and arrest a shoplifter or something?
What's going on?
Not on the people's choice for town rapist, love. If you ask me, it's Adam's room they should be searching, not mine. He's the one that gave the one at the party, not me.
Get a move on.
What'd you expect to find? That's what I'd like to know. You're wasting your time, love. No ripped panties, just dirty jeans.
You wear hair clips, do you, Mr. Cooper?
That's Gina's. She was wearing it last night.
Yeah, I picked it up at the barbecue. Look, you gotta believe me. It fell out while she was dancing. I was gonna give it back later, you know. Use it as an excuse to see her again. That's the truth. Honest.
Bet you didn't know that. Or were you just keeping quiet?
Know what?
Your brother. Looks like he's a wife basher as well.
As well as what?
Samuel Cooper. One intervention order taken out by Cheryl Cooper.
That can't be right.
Computer never lies, mate.
I don't understand, Malcolm. We let you go and you go straight out of here and do exactly the same thing again. What's the matter with you?
Sergeant.
And don't you try and tell me this was just another prank.
I was merely going to suggest that my idiot sibling may have thought he was doing me a favour.
What?
The video, I may have mentioned that I wanted to see one and maybe he was getting me a Christmas present.
That sounds pretty far-fetched to me.
Yes, me too. You could find yourself in a lot of trouble. Boys' home for a start, and that's no picnic, right, Senior?
Too right. It's only a short step from there to Pentridge.
Jonathan?
Don't be a wimp, Mel. Can't you see they're exaggerating?
I don't want to go to jail, Jonathan. Please.
What's going on? Come on. We're going to find out sooner or later.
Dead right we are.
Jonathan?
Oh, shut up, you little worm. OK, Sheriff. I'll come quietly. I put him up to it. I was the mastermind.
The what?
Well, I mean, you've got to do something to get the adrenaline going in this one-horse town, haven't you? I mean, this place is a joke. Talk about being bored out of your skull. Although next time I shall choose my sidekick a bit more carefully.
There won't be a next time. Take it from me.
Surely, Sergeant, you can see the funny side.
No, I can't. Neither will you by the time I've finished.
Well, in that case, I'd better get myself a good lawyer. Perhaps my father. If he can find the time.
Well, here we are again. My home away from home.
Anything?
Gina's.
I told you I could explain that. Oh, don't look at me like that, mate. You know me.
Not as well as I thought I did. Why didn't you tell me about the intervention order?
Intervention order?
I don't believe it. You've got no right.
You've got every right, Mr. Cooper. Now, you are going to have to take a blood test. Is that clear?
What?
Put this jerk in the cells, please, Constable.
For cells? Are you charging me?
No, we're holding you while we make some inquiries.
Oh, mate, you're not going to let him do this to your own brother, are you? Adam!
Right, you have another chat with Gina. Tell her about the hair clip. See if it rings a bell.
So that's why he came up here. Cheryl kicked him out because he'd been hitting her. And now it looks like he raped Gina. How could he do that? You know, he's my own brother.
It's amazing what people will do. Especially those you know really well.
Oh, Chris, look, I'm sorry, I was drunk, you know.
Look, there's no need to explain, I understand.
No, you don't understand,
Believe
Chris.
you me, I do. Look, I'm not blaming you. Well, perhaps I am, because I've still got my pride, but, well, this was bound to happen sooner or later, or something like it, you know. Look, it was never going to work long term, you and me, but it was fun while it lasted, but that, as they say, is that.
Oh, Chris, you can't mean that. Come on.
Well, then that just goes to show you're a little bit wet behind your ears, because you ought to know when a lady has made up her mind.
Chris, how did you find out?
What does that matter? Well, look, if you must know, it was your big brother.
Hey, it could have been Sam Cooper. Just not sure.
What about the hair clip?
Dunno. Might have lost it there, or could have been earlier at the barbecue. Will the blood tests help?
Probably. But if it comes to court, well, a good lawyer might, you know.
Because of me and Adam. You're not happy about that, are you?
It's not you, it's, well, I suppose it's Chris and Adam, really.
God, it was no big deal, Maggie. Honestly, it just happened. I mean, it was sort of a joke to start with, like the dancing. Oh, God, everything's such a mess.
Where have you been?
None of your business.
Any luck?
No, it's too soon. She's still pretty groggy.
All right, I'll have to wait for the blood test then. Shouldn't the doctor be here by now?
I'll check it for you.
Sash.
Can we talk?
What, here?
Well, whatever you prefer, but it's nice to keep some things between us.
Oh, I've got a bit of work
Go
to
on.
do. Well, we'll put a ring
Go
up.
for a walk.
Just mind your own
I'll
business,
just
will you?
do
Just you ring up the doctor, thank you very much.
I told him it'd work eventually.
What would?
Flowers and chocolates.
Well, it must be important for you to come out here, Sash.
Well, it's not every day I get a marriage proposal. Certainly not such a unique one, anyway.
Yes, look, I'm sorry. But I am sorry about that. It seemed like the right idea at the time.
Nick, I'm really flattered that you want to marry me. But I'm not ready for that kind of commitment yet. But I thought maybe I could move into the watch house and we could see how we go.
They deserve everything that's coming to them, Tom. And you'd be entirely within your rights if you pursued this right up to the hilt. All I can say is that no actual harm was done. I've paid for the scotch, and the video shop says they're happy to let things drop.
In exchange for a large donation to the staff Christmas bonus.
I think you've caused quite enough trouble as it is, Jonathan. It'd hardly be worth your time and trouble to take things any further, would it?
Not really, no.
Or could I suggest they let off with a caution this time? I'll make sure they're suitably punished. Believe me, it won't be a Christmas they'll remember with pleasure. Kids, eh? You do what you can for them. The best education money can buy.
Perhaps there are some things that money can't buy, Mr. Grant.
I beg your pardon?
Such as a little genuine care and attention.
No, hang on, Croydon.
Sergeant Croydon, if you don't mind. And if anybody here needs cautioning, then in my book, I think it's you. Let me point out to you, Mr. Grant, that as your boys are still underage, you're legally responsible for their behaviour. I suggest you take your responsibilities a little more seriously in future.
I hardly think you've got the right to speak.
I don't care what you think. I'm hot, overworked and tired. Now, if you've got any objections to me or my manner, then you're at liberty to do whatever you think's appropriate, if you think the publicity is worth it. Now, could you please get out of here?
Yes, can I help you?
I'd like to speak to somebody.
In relation to what?
It's about what happened to that girl. No, in the park.
Well, isn't it nice? A prison visit from my brother. About time.
You told Chris, you bastard.
What?
About me and Gina at the barbecue.
Now, hang on a minute. I was just trying to make the point that I wasn't the only one that fancied her.
Oh, yeah, you did it deliberately, didn't you? Just like you always do. Trying to screw up my life. Putting me down. Just couldn't help yourself, could you?
Chris. Oh, you don't... You and her? I was right. You are a randy little bugger, aren't you? Mind you, I'd have thought she's a bit long in the tooth for you. More my speed.
Careful, I don't want to get done for decking. Just try it! I'm not Cheryl, you know. Or do you only hit women?
I should have reported it before, but I felt so ashamed. Like it was my fault. When I heard on the radio about the other woman, I knew it had to be the same guy and I had to do something about it.
How do you know it was the same man?
The way he attacked her from behind and didn't speak or anything. It was the same area, Johnson Street.
The man who attacked you, Barbara, there was no actual rape.
He was going to, for sure, I know that. He dragged me into the bushes. I was half unconscious. And he had this knife.
A knife?
Yeah. I thought he was going to cut my throat. And then he started cutting at my hair, trying to saw a piece off. That's when I managed to break free, sort of kick out. I think he fell over. I just ran.
Barbara, when did this happen?
You were always jealous of me.
Oh, you got to be joking. You were just a bloody nuisance. A pain in the ass. You still are.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't turn out to be a wife basher and a rapist.
Yeah. We'll go write a few parking tickets, Constable Plod. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know one thing, and that's that I'm ashamed to be your brother.
Yeah? Well, the feeling's mutual, mate.
It's enough, Adam.
I haven't finished yet.
Yes, you have. We can hear you halfway down the street. Right. We're releasing him.
What?
We've got another victim, Adam. Now, unless your brother was in Mount Thomas September 23rd, he's not our rapist.
Merry Christmas, little brother. Thanks, guys. You really topped off my year.
Pity. And a really good suspect.
Well, if Sam Cooper isn't our rapist, who the hell is?